Let's get started up. Mr. Carlos, good to see you, brother. All right, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Oh, wait, I'm not going to end the meeting. I almost ended the meeting for everybody. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me go ahead and share the screen. So remember to be present, bring your full attention to the Zoom, eliminate distractions, focus and stay with the conversation, engage and drop insights. Understand that how you do anything is how you do everything. And remember that this message today is specifically for you. So the conversation that we prepared today is what it takes to become a top performer. So before we get started up with the updates, I want to just encourage everybody to amplify your energy. Let's go ahead and unmute ourselves. This is the part of the conversation where I do want you to unmute yourself and be as loud as you possibly can, because I want to get the energy right in this training. So I know a lot of you obviously are already doing this every single week. You already know the drill, but anybody that hasn't done this, all we're going to do is that I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to say power up twice. And then I'm going to say the phrase, and you're going to repeat after me as loud as you possibly can with energy. I want you to feel what you're saying. So I'm going to start it off. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, power up.
Power up.
Power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
Power up.
1, 2, 3, power up.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better.
High energy equals high income.
High energy equals high income.
Every day and every way, I'm getting stronger and stronger.
Every day and every way, I get
better and stronger.
Every day and every way, I'm getting smarter and smarter.
Every day and
Every
every way I
getting
get smarter and smarter.
I was born to win.
I was born to win.
I will never surrender.
I will never surrender.
I will always keep growing.
I will always keep
going.
I was born to be great.
I was born to be great.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
Today will be the best day of my life, no matter what.
Awesome. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much for participating on those affirmations. So now feel free to please mute your microphones. We're going to move on to the next section. So just want to invite everybody to just take 6 deep breaths. We'll one in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to do that 6 times. And then at the last breath, we're just going to hold it at the top. This is going to help us to get present into the room. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and hold. Hold. And let go whenever you feel ready to. I feel a little bit woozy. That's every single time I do that because my brain is saying thank you for the oxygen. So if you feel a little bit dizzy or woozy, that's your brain saying thank you. And speaking of thank you, let's give some gratitude, right? Go within and what are you grateful for today? I am grateful for the ability to see. I am grateful for the ability to hear. I'm so grateful for the ability to speak. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you in this community. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that are ahead of us. So, just take a moment and feel gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Do that silently. If you have the opportunity to do so, close your eyes. That way you could really feel gratitude, because I believe that gratitude is an abundance multiplier. So next, we are going to visualize our next 12 months, right? So let's pretend that is June 24th, 2025, a year from now, and every single one of your goals that you've written down have now been accomplished. How many escrows did you close? How many listings did you close? What does your lifestyle look like? What does your bank account look like? Who are you with? Where are you traveling to? How are you dressed? How does your body feel? How does your health, right? Visualize that ideal outcome for yourself, because if you could see it in your mind, you're going to be living it in your reality. You just need to commit to the process day in and day out. So now we're going to read our goals, right? Your goals are independent, and this is my goal as a community, right? So serving 21,000 families, $10 billion in volume, and to attract 10,000 agents to our company. I recommend that you read your goals first thing in the morning and before you go to bed. That way you can keep that activated within your mind. That way you activate that thing that's called the reticular activating system, the RAS. That way you can easily identify your goals. So I'm going to give you guys a local market update. This is just in the last 7 days, and these are just 5 counties. Then I'm going to give you a general, a market update as well of some things that I've seen. So LA, we got 1.3 billion in the last 7 days close. 776 million in Orange, 228 million in San Bernardino, 440 million in Riverside, and 553 million in San Diego. And this is just 7 days, guys. Look at how many actives, how many listings actually hit the market. 1,500 listings in LA, 474 in Orange, 529 in San Bernardino, 644 in Riverside, 711 in San Diego. If we total out just those 5 counties, $3.4 billion in closings, 3,000 homes hit the market in the last 7 days, and that's $85 million in commission. So I want to obviously I keep you guys up to date with the numbers because I want you guys to get present to the possibility. And if I'm actually talking about a county that you're not in, make sure you utilize your MLS. That's how I got this information. Look at the actives, pending, solds, and how many days on the market, and create some content around that. That's a great way for you to keep engaged with your community on social media and also a newsletter. That's what I recommend. So I just want to give you guys perspective where we're at with inventory. Inventory is increasing, but as you could see, right, if we're looking at and this is as of May, right? If we look at every single May, how many listings are on the market? Look at where we were at in 2017. We had about 1.2 million homes on the market. 2018, 1.1 million. 2019, 1.1 million. 2020, 928,000. And look where we're at right now. We're increasing, right? We're increasing. There is an upward trend, but we're still well below the normal market. So this is why, right, I believe, and everybody else that I talk to, they also believe that the properties will continue to rise. And 90% of the country's metro areas experience home prices growth because the inventory, right? It's insufficient housing supply, not meeting the full demand. So that's why prices are continuing to go up. So again, the mortgage reports also said the same thing. The prices will continue to go up. So again, just make sure that you guys are aware of that. I'm pretty sure you guys are. If you guys are out there showing properties, you can see. I just talked to somebody that I think that they showed a property and they had 40 offers on the property already. This is happening. Multiple offer situations are happening. So this is the home price forecast, right? And this is as of 6/3. The average of all 7, right? Fannie Mae, MBA, Goldman Sachs, Zillow, HRES, NAR, and Freddie Mac. If we average all of their predictions of what they say that the market's going to appreciate, they say it's going to appreciate about 3%. And everybody's prediction is slightly different. So again, if you have any sellers, tell them to get off the fence, right? And if you have any buyers, tell them to get off the fence. The prices are continuing to increase. We're not going to have any sort of decline in the market if the inventory continues to stay the same. We would literally need to inject 700,000 properties just to get back to where we normally are. So seller continue to list their homes. We did have more inventory, but again, we still need more inventory. So with this data, what does this mean to you? Get out there, talk to your clients, get them to list their properties. You need to talk to people to get them to sell their homes and also get your buyers off the fence. And obviously the interest rate's a little bit higher, but hey, they can refinance once the interest rates come down. So also in November, we're doing a home build again, right? So just an announcement that if anybody either wants to come out with us to the build in November, that's going to be the 7th, 8th, and 9th, or you want to contribute. We've actually already raised 80% of the funds for this build. We're raising $100,000 and we just launched this thing, and we already have 8 different commitments of individuals that are committed to building homes. So this is outstanding. So if you want to participate and get involved, please reach out to myself or Miss Terry as well. So we are right now right about 10:14. So and I want to make sure that we give Ms. Jill as much time as possible to share today, because she has a very, very powerful message for each and every single one of you. Let me go ahead and just bring up the screen here. But I just want to, before I bring up Jill, I just want to say something. I'll just give you her stats, right? So she's a senior program leader and leadership of community, over 30 years of training and development and transformation, high performer, exceeded all targets, built a 500 retained clientele, a master in transforming people's lives. And I'll tell you just a quick personal story of mine, right? I took a course that she co-led This was before I actually, even started building this organization here at EXP. And I saw her leading and transforming people's lives. And I was a participant in this seminar. And I remember just sitting there as a participant without anybody on my team. Like, now we're, 2,000, agents here. But at that point, when I was sitting in that chair, I had nobody that I was leading. I had a small sales team. That was it. So when I saw Jill, one of the things that came up for me, I'm like, man, who would I need to become to attract somebody amazing like Jill, right, to our company? And here we are, a little bit over 5 years later, and Jill, is partnered up with us, and now she's here leading a course. So I'm just over the top excited, Ms. Jill. Take it away, and let's go ahead and give Ms. Jill a warm welcome. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Leo and I go way back, and I'm just thrilled to be with him and you on our amazing team. Good morning and welcome. My name is Jill Vaughn, and I have the honor and the pleasure of leading this training session with you today. So before we dive in, I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I am 61, and I'm a proud mother of 3 children, and I have 3 grandchildren as well. And I'm currently single, and I'm on the lookout for the love of my life. My journey in transformation, it spans over 30 years, like Leo said, and 20 of those years were dedicated to leading programs. Right now, I am at the peak in terms of effectiveness, producing outstanding results, and providing transformation to the people that I guide. I began my career as a very successful in-demand hair designer and makeup artist. I did most of the women in the Southern California beauty pageants, and 3 of them won. I tripled my clientele base and my income. And about 10 years ago, I retired from the salon to pursue transformational work full-time. And since then, I have significantly upped my game, impacting thousands more people's lives. Currently, what I'm focused on is training and developing high-performance leaders, which truly is the fulfillment of my life. And being here with you this morning is a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to bring my fierce love and commitment and high performance to real estate. That's why I chose to be with Leo and all of you. So I'm thrilled about the possibility of us excelling together and becoming high performance. So today we have 45 minutes together. Now, this might differ from the presentations maybe that you've been used to. This is going to be interactive and transformational. So I request your full attention. And if you could come on video, even if your house is a mess, or even if you're in the car, who cares, right? There's some 110 people here, so nobody's looking at you. So I'm requesting and recommending that you engage and do this work this morning and really look at your own life. I know it takes courage to look at yourself. This experience will be transformational, and all you need is courage and being open to reevaluate how you see yourself and how you view your life. So let's get started. So I'd like to begin an inquiry, and I want your full participation. So I can't see you. I can see you if you raise your virtual hand. So if you're able to raise your virtual hand, Leo and I can call on you. So the inquiry is, what is performance, or the world of performance? We want to hear from you. What is performance to you? And there is no wrong answer here. I want to hear from you. What is performance?
All right, guys, don't be shy. Who wants to take a stab at that? What is performance?
It's going to take courage. Go ahead, Amanda.
I would say action.
Okay, good.
Performance is action.
Performance is action. Great. Who else? Performance is action. Great. Who else?
Performance is action.
Performance is action. Great. Who else? 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 Perform
Taking the initiative to succeed.
Taking the initiative to succeed. Great. Who else?
I would say it's the results of what you do, the work that you do, the results that they bring.
The results. Okay, good. What else?
Hard work.
Hard work. Okay. What else?
Being the set goals which we have set for ourselves. It can
Setting
be work,
goals.
it can be art, it can be family or anything. That's performance.
Anything, any goals, any results. Okay, good. Who else? What is performance? We'll take one more.
To actually work. Because if you don't work, you don't perform, you don't get results.
Great. Okay, let's acknowledge everybody who shared. That was great. Okay, now, what is success?
Results of your hard work, your fruit from your labor.
Great.
I believe
Thank you,
success
Trina.
is I believe success is determined by your own goals that you have. It's not something that is equal to everybody.
Great. Who else? What is success?
Success is being happy.
Okay, great.
Accomplishments of many different things. And
Say that again, Jose. Okay, you're kind of breaking up. Maybe you could put it in the chat so we could see it.
Yeah, see if we could put it in the chat because you're breaking up, my friend.
Personal fulfillment.
Okay, great. Now we're hearing a lot of different answers to this inquiry. This is great, okay? So while none of your answers are right or wrong, at the end of this inquiry, I'm going to give you an answer that will empower you around each of these, okay? So the last one is, what is failure?
Keep on trying what you want and you're just one step or few steps behind the success. That's called failure.
Okay, great. What is failure?
I believe failure is trying to continue to succeed. I don't think there's failure. I think there's stepping stones.
Great. Great, Amanda. Anybody else?
There's setback. Give up.
It's a result.
Setbacks when you give up. Good. What else?
I think failure is not trying because you're afraid of the outcome.
Great.
I feel failure is just an obstacle in the way of you accomplishing your success.
Failure is a chance to try again.
Okay, great. So a lot of you have very inspirational definitions for failure. That's great. Okay, I acknowledge you. So let's acknowledge everybody who shared. It takes courage to just, stick your neck out there. Okay, in the dictionary, it says performance is the action or process of carrying out or accomplishing an action, a task, or a function. So I think Amanda said it right off the bat. Performance is action. Okay? When you're performing, you're acting. So it's not the result. It's not thinking about being in action. It's acting. It's action. Performance equals action. Now, performance can actually also be not taking actions that will heed your performance. So it could be action or non-action. You guys get that? Because some actions we take actually derail us from what we're out to produce. And then the definition of success is the accomplishment or the aim or purpose. Okay, so success is the accomplishment. So you actually fulfilled on the result you said you would. And failure, in the dictionary, it says the omission of expected or required action. So that is key right there. Anytime you fail at producing the result by the time you said you'd produce it, there's always an opportunity to debrief. Okay, what was missing? We were ineffective. And then you have a new structure you can put in so that now you're playing at a higher level, either for the next hour or the next day. So you see, to perform is to act, or sometimes, like I said, not act. Performance is action. As long as you're in action, and this is key right here, independent of circumstances or actions that stem, they are actions that stem from your commitment, then there is no failure. Really, there is no failure. Failure and success and performance, these are words that somebody made up. So we might as well make up a meaning that empowers us. So there is no failure. You either produce the result you said you would, or you didn't. And if you did, you want to debrief also, like, okay, I did that. Like, what worked? I'm going to keep doing that. Or what didn't work? What was missing? And then you have a new structure for the future. So every time you're ineffective, you can always have a new action. So you're really never winning or losing. I'd like you to keep that, the winning and losing out. You're always performing, always in action or non-action. And, you know, it is great to celebrate that, hey, I said I was going to do this and it happened, or I exceeded it. So my motto for you is no action, no performance. Okay, so let's look at, or a little ahead. So is there anything people would like to share? Like what's opening up for you? So it'll make a difference for everyone. What's opening up for you? What are you discovering new?
Yeah. And if you guys want to rate, like there's a little reactions tab at the bottom. So if you guys want to just raise your electronic hands, that way we can just call on you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and share. What are you guys getting out of it? And if you don't know how to raise your electronic hand, just raise your real hand too. That works.
Anything new opening up? Trina, please.
Teaching me how to use the little electronic hand, but since I'm online, what has opened up for me is that I rented out my home in Lake Elsinore because 2023, my business went down and I was working so hard because I was committed. Then things started to turn around and God brought me back to Lake Elsinore. And now I want to take over the city of Lake Elsinore. And now that I'm planted here, guess what's going to happen? I have commitment to take over the city of Lake Elsinore. So
Wow.
that's opening up for me.
Good for you, Trina. So what I'm hearing is that you took action on your
Yes.
commitment and you're at risk.
Yes.
You're at risk, and all there is to do is give 100% to what you've taken on. You've moved there, and that's how it's going.
And you know, it took me about a whole week to move in from Chino to Lake Elsinore. So a whole week I felt, you know what, I deserve this opportunity to make the move. However, I've been feeling a little disconnected from my business because, you know, we have to hit certain numbers in order to be successful. And I have not accomplished that this week. But this week, I'm going to live in a disaster, but I'm going to hit my numbers so that I can continue to live a successful, or at least a good life with my son here in Lake Elsinore.
Yeah, that's so great. Thank you for so much for sharing yourself and what you're up to. You know, what I'm hearing and you're sharing is that you didn't reach the goal you said you would last week. And this week, no circumstance, no excuse is stopping you. You're going to produce that this week. That's what I hear. And that is the mindset of a high performer.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. Let's look, since Trina kind of opened that up so beautifully, let's look at another inquiry. And I'd like to work with someone, you know, who's brave enough to just put yourself on the court like Trina did. Where are you not performing? Sunny.
And I'm not performing. I was not expecting that. So there are, oh, never thought of that. Yeah, I want to be like a full-time realtor, but right now my business, which is a hotel business, I'm making which is in a partnership where I'm making more than real estate. So that is not, as soon as the graph I want in real estate solo coming more, so I can leave this industry because this is in a partnership and I go through a lot of stress in the partnership. So that's what place I'm not performing.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for, you know, sharing yourself. It takes a lot of courage.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what I could hear in your speaking is that you've set yourself up like, I can do this, but I have to be here and then I can let go of that. That might not be the most empowering context. Okay. What if you just left all that aside, what you're doing now, and you actually just focused on performing in real estate? You know, the other stuff, you'll do that until you don't do it anymore, right? But the way that you have it is like, I can't do this until this. Okay. So what I would request is that you set, you know, feasible goals for yourself where they're a little bit scary. And this is for everybody, because Sunny's kind of speaking to that area where you're not performing too. This, I'm not just speaking to Sunny. This is for everybody on the call. Sunny, set feasible goals for yourself where they're a little bit scary, but they're not pie in the sky. Okay. Don't play it safe. Play where you have a little bit of fear. Like, you don't know who you're going to have to be to cause that. And that will cause a transformation in you. And then now that's the person that you are. And when you don't, if you don't reach that, then debrief. Well, what was missing? And if you can't see it, get on a call with me or Leo or somebody so you can see what was missing. Okay. So what could you create this week, Sunny, as actions to produce the result you say you're going to produce this week that have nothing to do with your older business?
I can, I'm not good with CRM. I should work on my CRM and follow up. I should do more follow up and find more time for open houses. Those
Okay,
things
good.
can bring business.
I request you have specific, measurable results. So you can only measure results. If it's, well, I want to have more, you can't measure more. So come up with some results that are a little bit scary, but not pie in the sky, and then go for it. Will you do that? Okay, and keep us posted how that's going.
Yes, I will. But one goal I just achieved, which was as a part-timer, was Icon Agent Award. So that was also achievement for me, which I set it last year. So as a part-timer, that was one thing I wanted to chase.
Good, good. So the main takeaway here is promise results you don't know how you're going to produce. And they're not pie in the sky. And then be in action. As Amanda says, be in action. And be unstoppable like Trina. Okay, let's give Sunny a hand. How many can see yourself where Sunny is? Maybe it's a different circumstance or something, but you can relate to him. Raise your hand if you can relate to Sunny. Great, great. Okay, and who was next, Leo? I saw somebody's hand up. It's not up anymore. Hector.
I think Hector's hand was up. Yeah, so if you still want to share, and then also Lydia posted in the chat. She said, "I'm feeling like I'm lacking in every corner of my life, but I'm setting new goals starting this week with being here."
Great, Lydia. Congratulations. Good for you. That's because of you and what you're bringing to this call that you got that. Okay, Hector, what do you got?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that actually, exactly what you said is very powerful, for Sunny as far as inspiring words. I did fall into something very similar. I used to run multiple body shops myself as well, and I came into the real estate business the beginning of last year. I did, work in the real estate business for about 6-7 months with my wife as her partner, and I did end up falling back into the auto body shops. Now, this time around, I've finally taken that risk of saying, you know what, I need to let that go completely to really focus 100% here, because this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do, and I am going to make it. So it's very powerful the way that you said it to Sunny, and Sunny, she does, it does make sense in the way that she said it. I've taken the risk, and I don't see myself doing anything else other than accomplishing my goals here.
Okay, wow. Hector, thank you for sharing. That made a huge difference for everyone. Can I ask you, are you complete, like resolved about when you weren't performing in real estate before? What, like, if you could debrief and just complete that, what was going on? If you could
Honestly,
tell the truth to yourself.
yeah, and that's actually something where I got reminded about that last week in our meeting with Monica Singer. She actually threw it out there and kind of mentioned it too, saying, hey, you know what? There is no plan B. It's just plan A, and this is what you got to do. And that's something where my mindset back then was, well, I have something to fall back on in case I don't succeed. And this time around, there's no other option. It's going to happen because it's going to happen. And it's just a mindset.
Yes, it is a mindset. And like Trina has actually taken the action to set herself up, like she can't fail. She's got 100% at stake. Do you get that? Not that anyone has to do it that way. Okay. There's nothing wrong with where you're at, Hector. And you want to put aside well, when I'm successful over here, then I can let go of that. Okay. Just put that aside and be in action on real estate. That's all there is to do, is write down daily actions you're taking. And at the end of the day, did I take them? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Debrief what was missing, and then put that new structure in for the next day. Just focus on your real estate. And of course, you still have to do your other business. I get that. Okay, but it's all about action, action, action. And I'm going to share a little story in a little bit about, where similar thing happened to me too, Hector. Okay, so let's thank Hector for sharing, and Sunny too. Okay, Jalen.
Hey, how's everybody? So
Hi.
my story is kind of I'm actually glad that Hector and Sunny kind of shared that too, because um I've been somebody who has had another business on the side doing audio engineering, so it's been very hard for me. I'm in modeling in New York City. It's been kind of hard for me to get into action on being a realtor. It's been a few months for me, so I'm still pretty new to everything, and still finding my way. But I was able to kind of find more time out this week. I was like, I'm not going to go into the studio. I've been really wanting to act on this. It's summer. I'm in the work chat groups, like trying to get involved with the business and talking to other realtors as well, especially here in the city. So I got a phone call today from another EXP realtor. Saw in the work chat group he was looking for someone to lead for this lady and her daughter, 2-bedroom apartments somewhere in Queens. I'm like, hey, I'm in Queens, so I'd be willing to help out. Shoots me a text. We talk on the phone 10, 15 minutes, and he's just giving me all these tips and advice. Like, I'm new too, but like, I'm just trying to help you out because, I know what it's like to be new as well. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant because he was just telling me so much. I'm like, no, please keep giving more information because this is helpful. This is insightful. It's kind of helping me get in a more clear space and helping me get more involved. So I'm in contact with a lady now, and I've been able to try to find more goals for myself and more leeway to taking that action and performing, because I'm still in the mentorship program trying to get that first lead, but I'm believing in it and I'm working on that.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing, Jalen. It's beautiful. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to share something with you, okay? Because I think you'll really be able to relate to me. You don't know this yet. Maybe some of you do. I don't have my real estate license yet. Okay. And I've been proactive, and there's a little bit of a, they're kind of backed up for taking the exam. They haven't even processed my application yet. They might not for another 4 weeks. And I keep calling and I keep being unreasonable and unstoppable. And so far I've been ineffective. Okay. And in the meantime, I've signed a letter of intent and I plan on recruiting agents now. Okay. So I talk to people that are real estate agents around, in my phone. I also talk to people that are not agents. Every single human being in my phone and in my life and in front of me is an opportunity for me. Okay. Because everybody knows a real estate agent, right? So I actually scheduled 6 appointments in the last 4 days. I mean, that was only because I was in action. Okay. And I had fun doing it. So those appointments came from my excitement, okay? And my passion about the future that I'm living into for real estate and what I'm envisioning. So to be honest with you, I've had many thoughts and feelings daily, hourly, questioning, Jill, what the heck are you doing? You're 61. This is a completely different career, okay? I've had doubts about my capabilities surface. But really, you know what? These are thoughts and these are feelings and they're opinions, okay? And as long as I'm indulging in those, okay, because I'm sure nobody else does that here, right? Okay, then really indulging in those takes me out of action. And I'm actually sitting on the stands watching other people perform. So the second I notice and distinguish I'm in the stands, indulging in my thoughts, my feelings, those opinions, those negative opinions about myself and life, oh, I just catch myself and I get into action. And it may not always be inspired, like when I'm calling people, but the minute I get on the phone with them and start relating with them, I become inspired and my future is right there in front of me again. So you don't necessarily have to be inspired to make a call. You don't have to have that, oh, but I got to be, no, you don't. It's like going to the gym. You just got to get there. The minute you start pumping the weights, like, oh, this is cool. I'm doing it. Okay. So as long as I'm in action, I'm succeeding. There is no failure. Every ineffective goal is a chance to debrief, identify what was missing, and then create a new structure for the next hour or day. That is striving for high performance. That is performing, that you're beyond, okay, your thoughts, feelings, and negative opinions. You're beyond it. You're out here. You're performing, okay? Look, breakdowns happen. Like what Hector shared, how it was last year. Okay, that's a breakdown. Do you know breakdowns have nothing to do with a success of anything? Nothing. You can have lots of room for breakdowns. All right, well, I was in the stands for the last 6 hours. Okay, so what? It's in the past. Has nothing to do with this moment. So There is no difference between you and me. None. So I'm committed to ensuring that each of you understands that your thoughts, your feelings, your negative opinions about yourself or life or what's possible for you, they're just that. They're thoughts, and opinions. That's all they are. They have nothing to do with who you are in this moment right now. So set a goal for the hour, set a goal for the day, set a goal for the week, set a goal for the year. Okay. I'm committed. My goal and what I'm promising to myself and to Leo, because I know Leo will hold me accountable. Okay. That's another thing. You want to speak results into somebody you know, they'll hold you accountable for them. 100 agents by December. And I don't even have my license yet. Okay. So they always say play big or go home, right? So I want, as we spend our last 15 minutes together, I want to hear from you. You know, what are you hearing? What's opening up for you? What would you like to share? Or maybe now you see some actions you can take, and you can even put it on the chat, or you could share. I just invite you to be courageous and share yourself. It actually wakes you up. So who would like to share? What opened up for you today?
Mr. Carlos.
Carlos. Carlos, please.
Yes,
And-
yes. It's a beautiful day, beautiful day. So today I just want to make an announcement. Mr. Leo, I don't want to say it yet because it's going to be announced shortly, but Mr. Leo, I've been working on this for 8 months. It is finally official as of today. So Mr. Leo knows, you see that big old smile on his face, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. But it's going to benefit all of us in one way or another. So I've been working on it for a long time. Sometimes I didn't think it was going to happen, but I was persistent, kept at it, kept talking to Mr. Leo about it, kept, sharing my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions about it. So the thing is that it finally happened today. It is official. Everyone will know about it soon enough, but that's something big. It's a big day for me to celebrate, but here I am again at the grind, making it happen, continuing to grow. So I just want to appreciate you, Jill, and Mr. Leo and the Let's Grow movement for everything that they do for us.
Well, now you've left me like anticipation. I wonder what it is. Wait to hear.
A big partnership, big partnership.
Big partnership. Well, good for you.
Yes.
Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Linda.
I was just gonna say, I've been in real estate for 3 years, and I heard a few people saying that they're new, and I've went, there's ups and downs to the market. Right, this market has been pretty tough, but my only takeaway during this session has been just to keep showing up, to keep the consistency. Even if you don't see the results right away, as long as you're taking the action, that's all that matters. And so since the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to host at an open house every week. And so when I first started for the year, it was kind of dead. Like there wasn't a lot of traction, and I could have just given up and said, I'm not getting a lot of people to the open houses, but just consistently following up with those leads that I've been getting through the open houses, and then the new open houses that I'm hosting, continuing to add that to my database and that pipeline, just staying consistent, even if I don't see the results. I have a $1.5 million sale that's closing next week, or actually this Thursday, from an open house lead. And then I have one under contract at 1.6 million from an open house lead. And then I have two $900,000 listings from open house leads. So it's just showing up, being consistent, don't give up, because even if you don't see the results right away, they'll come, but you just got to nurture that and continuing taking action.
That is great. That is so great. Congratulations. And can I give you some coaching?
Sure. Yes, please.
So when you said it's been tough,
mm-hmm.
How about switching up? So you like put a little switch in your brain. It's occurred to me as rough, because the way you spoke, it was like it's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
well, because the only reason why I say it's been tough is because I'm a single mom of 3 kids, and I have to arrange childcare for them. I show up to open houses almost 2 hours early, like an hour and a half early, to go door knocking. It's not easy, and you don't get paid hourly for what you do. And so I had to change my mindset because I worked for the county for so many years, that I was so used to that paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, and it's
yes,
really scary. It's
it
really
is.
scary leaving that consistency, but you don't see the fruits of your labor until way down. I had to change my mindset of like you're working hard and you're not going to see your paycheck until another 3 to 4 months, when I'm used to getting my paycheck every 2 weeks. So it was like a big mindset change for me.
I get it. I get it. I'm not saying it wasn't hard. I was a single mom myself.
Yeah.
For 18 years. 3. Okay. Yeah. I can totally relate to you. And the coaching that I'm giving you is for everybody too.
Yeah.
When you find yourself saying things like, it's tough or it's hard. Okay. It takes 15 seconds to shift it. Okay. So the minute you catch yourself, oh, this is hard. Oh, wait a minute. Scratch that. Delete that. Delete.
Right.
Okay. You get 15 seconds to delete something that comes out of your mouth that, came from your head.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, just delete that.
So delete that. Okay.
Yeah, just delete it. Right.
Okay.
Or you could say it occurs as hard, because the moment you say it occurs that way, you're telling yourself, oh, it's just the way it occurs. It's
Yeah.
not the truth. Because if we say it's hard, then all of a sudden it's the truth. And it's not the truth.
Yeah, I guess for me, it's just I normally don't talk that way. Like, oh, it occurs to me.
I know, but you've got to retrain your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, it's possible. I've retrained my brain. Okay, it is possible. If I can do it, you can do it, Linda.
Yeah, one of the things that I guess as Hispanic, like Mexican American, my first language is Spanish. We always have that saying, "Si se puede." So that's something that I just gotta retrain my mind. Like,
well, what does that mean in English? What does that mean?
In English is it's possible.
Ah, yay!
It's possible.
Well, I like that. Thank you. Can you put it in the chat for me?
Oh, yeah.
I speak a little Spanish.
Okay.
I love Latinas and Latinos. Thank you. I was raised by one. Okay, who else? Who else wants to share? Come on, anything.
I will.
Okay.
So I have like a kind of like a similar story. I was in the medical field, and I always had that as a plan B. I was like, oh, it'll be there just in case. And then my mindset shifted, and I was like, you know what? I think I was on one of these calls, and it was like, you need a plan A, and that's it. And then that plan A needs to be what you consistently feed your focus to. And I did it. And now I'm the top producer in the state of Iowa. And I love everybody on here. Like my mindset has changed since being with this group, July of last year. So I've exceeded everything that I thought I could do. And I'm just keeping focus on Jesus and everything I'm doing. And I'm exceeding. And I'm so grateful for all of you.
Amanda, wow, you could lead this training. What are you talking about? You're amazing. I love that. There's only plan A. Write that down in the chat, Leo. I love that. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Next. So Leo's going to ask you in a moment if you guys like this, you want more of this. Future calls we can do. We can have one on breakdowns. What do you do if you have a breakdown? Something didn't go the way you wanted. Another call we can do is creating a future that you're living into. So if you get derailed, you always have something to come back to.
Yes.
Okay, so it was great being with you today.
Let's go ahead and give Jill a big round of applause. Let's show her a lot of love on the chat, guys. Please also drop it in the chat if you guys want to have Jill. Like, we're working together on putting something together on Thursdays at 10. So this would be something that Jill and I are going to be creating. So if you would like to see that training, right, something like more like this on Thursdays at 10 o'clock, if you can drop it into the chat, if you guys would like to see more stuff like this. I think we have like one or two yeses, Jill. And I'm just kidding. We have a lot more than one or two. Let's go. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So we're going to definitely make that happen. Again, thank you so much, Jill. I acknowledge you for being an extraordinary leader. This was so powerful for me. I know it was so powerful for everyone else. And before we conclude our training today, we got a couple more minutes. I think Mr. Sunny's still on here. I just want to acknowledge him because, well, not only did he share, but he did share something about hitting icon. And I just want to share this. I didn't tell him I was going to do this, but I want to share this because this is performance. Sunny messaged me in January that he was aiming to be icon. This was this January, okay? This January, he's sent me a message, Leo, I want to hit icon. So I said, all right, I said, accountability. Let's do bi-weekly calls and I can help you. That was my message, right? The second thing, he sent me over his numbers and I determined that he needed 14 more transactions to hit icon. May 23rd, he sends me a message, right? From January to May, he hits icon. Look at that. That's how fast he did it, right? He declared it. He said, I want accountability. And then boom, like he did it. So let's go ahead and I just wanted to acknowledge again, Mr. Sunny Singh, because this is incredible. He is also not just doing real estate full time, right? Like as he shared with all of you. So big round of applause for Sunny. I just wanted to share that testimony.
Thank you so much, Leo.
That's
and
awesome.
to raise, I want to say something, to raise a baby, you need the whole village. So whenever we are successful in life is somebody actually standing for us and giving our shoulder so we can stand on that shoulder and we can take the trophy of that success. So this goes to Leo, of course, also, and many other who motivated me that I can do it as a part-timer in real estate. That was main thing for me, that I cannot leave a job which is giving me more than 300,000 in a year and focus on icon. So but it was able to accomplish with a hotel occupancy of 98% occupancy in 2 hotels.
Wow.
Mr. Leo, I just want to say something. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, I think that this went perfectly right with this conversation, right? Exactly what we're talking about. This is what it looks like, guys. Like, if you guys want to perform and get to the next level, raise your hand and say, you know what? You got to put your hand out there. You got to put yourself out there. And Mr. Carlos looks like he's putting his hand out there. What's going on, bro? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
No, I was just raising my hand like you said. But anyways, in honor of Mr. Sunny, I just want to say one thing. If we could all do it and just, like Mr. Sunny says, smile and don't forget to dance. Right, Mr. Sunny?
Right.
Spread happiness. I want everyone to please do this. Right hand, spread happiness. Left hand, spread kindness. And both the hands, don't forget to dance.
Love you, Sonny. Bro, thank you so much, man. I didn't tell you I was going to share your screenshots, but I just thought it was so powerful. I'm like, look, January to May, like that's how fast it happened. That's how fast everything could turn around. But I also want to acknowledge all the participants, everybody that obviously shared. I just want to acknowledge you for your courage of sharing as well, because when everybody was speaking, I'm pretty sure everybody could see this, right? Everybody could relate to one aspect of their life. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Jill and I are going to be working hard on getting you guys, not hard, actually. We're going to be working very intentionally on getting together to create this powerful training that we're going to be hosting on Thursday. So again, thank you all so much. Ms. Jill, thank you. And let's create an extraordinary day. Love you guys.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Leo, I had a question for Sunny there. How many transactions did he had to do to hit the icon total?
So after capping, it was 20 transactions. Before capping, I did 7. So altogether 27 or 28 transactions.
In about a 5-month period, huh?
No, actually I was capped in October. Actually, Leo said it right. I said with him in January, but last June, actually, I decided that I will not be a part of mega team. I will not be like small thinking that I will give EXP 2 months of commission and 10 months I will be commission free. And I changed my mindset. I said, no, I will go for bigger. goal, 16,000 commission I'll give them, and I will aim for icon. And of course, the credit goes to Leo and other icon agent, Vanessa Nunes. She's from Texas. She's a 7-time icon agent who said, Sunny, you can do it. Because
Yes.
you're already producing somewhere else. So you just need the same mindset right here. And I did it. So if I can do it as a part-time, anyone here can do it as a full-time.
Awesome.
So icon agents, you have to close 28 transactions?
No, after capping, you have to do 20 transactions.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
see.
Yes. After, yeah. So cap is objective number 1, right? So however you get there, for Sunny, it was 7 transactions. And objective number 2 is 20 transactions after you cap. That's how you hit icon. And, that's actually going to be one of the key intentions. I'm going to discuss it with Jill, but like, let's have everybody in this conversation that we host with Jill, have everybody hit icon. That should be the goal. That should be the intention. So
Yeah.
I do got to run, guys, because I do have a training that starts right now.
Thank
So
you,
I'll see
Leo.
you guys later. Peace.
Thank you, Leo.
Love you guys. Bye.